My name is Harley, Secretary to the President. I've been told you speak our language. Your name is Mr. Klaatu?
Just Klaatu.
The President asked me to convey his deepest apologies for what has happened.
Sit down, Mr. Harley.
Thank you. I'm sure I need...
Hey guys, it's James here from the Movie Mad channel. As you can see from the start of the film, tell you what, none of you guys watch the rest of the film, watch the rest of this part. Just stop for a second, and if you can tell me the name of the movie, put it in the comments below. I just thought that's never going to work because I would have put the title in the in the description anyway, so that doesn't matter. So, as I was saying earlier last week, or the last time I filmed, I was going to spend a little bit more time with having a look at my movies and actually looking at them and watching them, and you know, just doing a little bit of research, detailing them and things like that, rather than just movie hunting. So if you like that, then give it a thumbs up and let me know. So first of all, I'm going to look at the DVD that I purchased in 3 for a pound in the British Heart Foundation, and that was The Day the Earth Stood Still, the original. Now I picked this up in you've seen the case it was in a rather tatty case, so I've just changed it out for this one. Just looks a little bit better. In there, it also had a booklet about the 20th Century Fox Presents all the other studio classics on DVD. It's a rather thick book, so you can see that when they put this DVD out, they put a little thought on it, and also, shall we say, it must have been a rather expensive one, I would have thought, on there. So, I showed you the clip at the start there, and the reason I showed you the clip at the start was because that I want to show you the picture quality. Now, my Xbox One S upscales everything to 4K, and for a DVD, the picture quality on this DVD is absolutely amazing. Maybe it's because it's black and white, it just looks so sharp, and I have just tuned my TV with that picture perfect, so it looks really, really good for a DVD. I was really impressed with it. But so the DVD, it upscales that DVD to 4K on the One S. So you know, I'm glad I bought it. Obviously, I think I'll look out for it on Blu-ray as well. But for now, I'm okay with the DVD. So I showed this in my video, let's say about a week ago, and a couple of people said, if you've not seen that, you really should watch it. And I thought, to be honest with you, I wasn't quite sure why I even bought it, because black and white films, I'm a colour snob. I don't tend to watch black and white films. The only one I've really watched is Them with the giant ants, and I really enjoyed that one. So I thought, you know what, last night I thought, I'll turn this on, I'll give it a chance, and I'll give it a watch. I did see the Keanu Reeves remake of this one, and I thought it was absolutely terrible. But there's no comparison between this movie here and the Keanu Reeves version. This is so much better. I know it's 1950s and everything like that, but it's an older film, and it was filmed in 1951, I believe, and that's just 6 years after the war had finished. So I think it's got, the film, if you've seen it, it's got an important message about, you know, peace and harmony across the world, and at a time when they'd just come out of a very, shall we say, difficult period in World War II, I think this movie had a really good message. It also won the Golden Globe in 1952, it says. So there you go. So I actually wrote down a few bits and pieces about the movie that I wanted to just run over, and I probably couldn't remember them all. So, let's say the director of the movie is Robert Wise. I don't know anything about him, so there you go. The writers are Edward North and Harry Wales, and Edward North also wrote Meteor and Patton. And Michael Rennie, who plays Klaatu and Mr. Carpenter, died in 1971, aged 61. He starred in a lot of movies, but I've never seen one of them. in there. So the story of the Earth Stood Still is a spaceship comes to Earth and an alien is met with hostile intentions from the start when it lands. He tries to mingle in with the people and tries to tell everybody he's got a message for the world and he wants everyone to get together to do it, but it just doesn't seem to work out. So in the meantime, while he's having this interaction with people, he meets up with a family, and the family are Patricia Neal, who plays Helen Benson, and Billy Gray, who plays Bobby. And he sort of adopts Bobby under his wing and he takes him around places and things like that. He just generally fits in. And the first moment he lands on Earth, he gets shot. And that's not so great, but he heals himself. And he's got this iron robot that's made out of an impenetrable material. And the iron robot, Gort, seems to protect him at every opportunity. So the movie itself has a really important message, as I was saying before, about galactic peace. And I think just coming at the war, that's why it was, which is such a point for me. So I tried to watch this like it was a period piece, because I've never seen it before, and I'm like, sometimes when I watch older movies and I've not seen them before, I've not got that nostalgic view on them, and it tends to, colour my view of the movie. So I tried to think, this is a film, this is a 1950s piece, watch it that way. And I felt when I done that, it done a great deal for me. I really enjoyed the movie. I thought it was actually excellent, and there was one bit that bothered me in it, and that's he manages to get a suit from somewhere, and he steals it because he's obviously got no clothes or something like that. I don't know where he gets it from, but it's got a dry cleaning label on it. And when he's about to go into the house that he's going to stay in to rent the room, he tears off the dry cleaning label and throws it on the floor. And I'm like, would a space guy really do that? He's promoting galactic peace and things like that. Would he really damage the environment? Because as I say, as a, shall we say, higher being that knows all about environmental damage and things like that, you would have thought he would have been a bit more careful. That was the only bit that I felt it stood out. That just stood out for me in the film when he done that. And I say the film itself, I really enjoyed it, and I would recommend it. So I'm going to look out for it. Really, for 33p, it gave me an hour and a half's entertainment, and I was really, really happy with it. It also says they've done a restoration on this one. This is maybe why the DVD looks so good. But maybe one day I'll get the Blu-ray and I'll try and compare both of them and see what it looks like. So that is my thoughts on The Day the Earth Stood Still. And as I say, I'm going to call this a closer look at The Day the Earth Stood Still. Thank you to Roy and the DVD and movie collector William, who said to me I should watch this one, and they were right. It's a classic. Makes you think as well, what other classic movies have you not seen that you should watch? Now I'm going to be honest and tell you a couple of movies that I've got in my collection that I should watch, but I haven't. The Godfather. Not watched Godfather 1, 2 and 3. Not watched them. Not seen them. And I think there's another few that I really should watch, but the names escape me from now. So what classic movies have you just never got round to seeing? And if there is any recommendations for older movies that you've got for me, that I like the sci-fi sort of things. This one I liked, but the Keanu Reeves remake, as I say, it was pretty much nothing. It was nothing like this film. Nothing like this film at all. And I say that's probably why I held off so long watching this one, because the Keanu Reeves one was so awful. I didn't think there was a point in watching this one. But there certainly was, and it's all practical. There was a bit with the robot, and I could see a couple of strings, but I didn't let it bother me on there. So thank you for watching. If you've got any thoughts on The Day the Earth Stood Still, let me know. And I say, if you do like the video and the new way I'm doing things, well, not new way, I'm just going to add these ones in. And what movie will I watch next that I've not seen before? Might be The Godfather, I'm not quite sure. But if you've got any recommendations for me, let me know. Well, thanks very much for watching, guys. Appreciate it.